Hello, everybody, and welcome to your Galactic Readings. I'm Tanys Coughlan from the Twillo Lifestyle Community, Twillo Lifestyle Academy. Divert your gaze. You know, our businesses, because our names are below, you can see here, Twillo Lifestyle. And I am joined by Jennifer Jurkofsky from My Holistic Self, which is below her now.
I'm somebody from somewhere. It is what it is.
So, welcome. We are on here to do our galactic readings for this month. So we will start with a collective reading with our galactic-y kind of cards, and we will go from there. We may also do some individual readings if we have enough people on or we're interested in doing that. So if so, and you are interested, then please put your question in the chat.
It's kind of like a combo live.
It is. It's a combo live. It's a new concept for us. So, welcome for the ride. So,
here we go.
Shall we start with the collective?
Let's do the collective. What are we doing? Are we doing like for the end of the day? Are we doing for...
I have 9 decks in front of me. So maybe
I don't know if I have all that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I could do 2 and you could do 1 if you want. I could do 1, 2, and then you could do 1, and then I could do 1, 2, and then you could do 1.
Yeah, I could do that.
As you can tell, guys, this is last minute. We're just kind of winging it.
Oh, I was going to use this one. Sorry. This is where we are tonight. Just this is where I am. I'm like, la, 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 la. I don't know what's happening.
Well, this is very cute. Okay. So, Realm Bridger is the first card. It's quite a beautiful little being on there.
Aww.
She looks quite young. So I kind of feel like this is an indicator of our young people really being called to be that bridger, because the young kids coming in now, they're coming in with a lot more memory of past lives and a lot more understanding, and they're much more connected. And so I feel like that's what this is, because we're doing a collective at the moment. I really feel like this is about that our young people are bridgers. I mean, there's some of us that are older that bridge too, but I feel like that's what this is. So, encouraging our younger population to be those bridges that we need right now. Because, kids carry that unconditional love as well, which is also needed right now. And so, yeah, that's what I think it is. So let's encourage our young ones.
Yeah.
Welcome, Madam Maru. Hi, Maru. Welcome.
Hello.
And we'll be doing the individual ones right after the collective. Okay, I have you start, so we've got you.
Okay. Well, I got reclaiming stillness, authenticity, serenity, and truth. Peace is not found, it is remembered. So very much to what you were saying about that remembering piece, right? Being able to hold that space, being able to remember. I remember my eldest as a baby telling me, Mom, I miss flying. Why can't I fly anymore? Of telling me about like all these memories of the previous life or the previous experience. And it's such an incredible thing when we remember, and we remember who and what we truly are. And so, yes, for that like younger generation coming in, and for all of us to be able to really reclaim that stillness so that we can remember the depths of who and what we truly are. Not, hi, I'm Jennifer with My Holistic Self, or hi, I'm Tanys with Twillo Lifestyle, but like the essence of who and what we are without this kind of mask that we put on that is this individuated sense.
Yep. So the next one I got was Pleiadians. So if I had to guess, I would say, Maru, you probably have a Pleiadian guide. But it also talks about unconditional love, excitement, and laughter.
Mm-hmm.
So again, that's very much that childlike energy that we're talking about. So bringing those types of energies into our life, whether it's through young ones, whether it's through ourselves, right? The unconditional love, excitement, and laughter. So I know there's been so many lately, so many readings where it's been like, find the joy, feel the joy, right? Play, don't forget to play. And so I really feel like this is reinforcing that piece. And the Pleiadians are like super fun. I have
my goodness.
2 Pleiadian guys.
Energy of like, ha ha ha, that's been happening right now. Like, it's a lot.
Yes. So I think Meek and Oni are here, and probably your Pleiadian guides as well. I don't know their names, but they are here.
It's a lot of guides around, period. It's like, I know you get cold, and I'm like, holy crap, it's warm in here. I'm using my card to fan myself. All right. I have sovereignty. You have power over your mind, body, and spirit. And you can see the light language that's in there, that activation, that really to be able to step out of, as I say, the machinations of the mind and be able to really step into that higher self sovereignty and power that we do have access to.
Absolutely. I'm just reading here. Maru says she's been drawn to the Pleiades. I have a Star Temple deck, Oracle deck, and my rose quartz dragon is named Electra. Beautiful. Mm-hmm. Apparently, I have the Pleiades on my back, on my shoulder. So, but I have a history. So, but that's cool. The Pleiades means, a lot to me. So, thank you for sharing. The next one I got was Gemini, rescue. Ooh. I'm getting rescue from ourselves. Well, Gemini is the twins, right? So I feel like that's very indicative of, one part of us needs to rescue the other part of us because we've got the shadow and we've got the light, and so one part's rescuing the other. I don't know. That's what I have for that one. I thought it was going to be something different when I saw the card, and then as I started feeling into it, that's what I got. So we're going to be looking at our own shadow stuff as we step forward. And I think that, okay. The other piece that I'm getting is that they don't like the term rescue. But in a sense, they are here to rescue, but they don't like that term. They prefer we're here
Geminis?
No, sorry, the ETs.
Oh, because I'm like, I'm a Gemini. I don't rescue. Support, not save, baby. Support, not save.
Well, and that's what they're saying too, is that kind of concept, right? They don't like the rescue because that's like save, but they are here to support, and they're letting us know that. And they have actually disarmed a few things in recent years. And so that is kind of them coming through with that. So there's dual meaning on that card. So. Okay.
Cool. Well, and on that note of rescue, I got celestial protection.
Woohoo! There we go.
So it says, you are divinely protected. Trust that you are safe to pursue your dreams. Right? And I think it is that ability to, like, I know that, when people talk about Gemini and they talk about like the two sides and all of that, I think like for me, the way that shows up is that part of me that is like, go, go, go. And that part of me that's like, I'm going to let myself rest and chill and just be, and being able to balance those things. And so I think that we often kind of get in this way of like, I'm not going to let myself go because I don't know how to take that step back. Mm-hmm. But when we are in that place where we are protected, then we know that we're going to be able to have balance as well. And that's a really important part of the process.
Definitely. I would say that the next card kind of deals with that, balancing your cosmic energy. So the pyramid, it's a very stable shape, right? And so that's that balancing of cosmic energy. Now the pyramid also makes me think of, Egypt and all that, and all the other sacred sites that have pyramids. And so this also is very connected. This is connected to Lyra, right? So if we're looking at it with our typical galactic lens that we use, I would say Lyra and also some Sirius B that it's connected to. And so, really feeling into those energies as we go forward. So, they're very loving energies. Of course, you could probably give us a little bit of insight on the energy of Lyra. Would you like to share that, Jen? Because it's coming up.
This is why. Welcome. This is why we're part card reading, part galactic gab, part whatever else it is that might kind of come up and into the picture. But yeah, the Lyran energy, right? So it is that originator energy because of the Lyrans coming into the system. But there's also, there's a strength energy to that. There's that, again, where did I put it? Where's the card? That sovereignty energy that is there. And it's so interesting because the next card that I pulled actually, it's messages from the universe. And of course it's just a message, but it fits into this. So
okay, cool.
It says, live your life to its fullest potential. Let go of the need for approval from others. Live up to your own expectations and nobody else's. No more selling yourself short. Keep moving forward. You've got this. And when I think about tapping into that Lyran energy, when I have that energy come through for me, it really is that ability to step into our sovereignty and to not need to have that approval from others, but to be able to move forward in love because we have that connectedness, that groundedness, that deeper understanding of what I'm doing. So I'm not just pushing forward and saying nobody else matters. I'm pushing forward with a collective love that I want to bring this energy or what this is that I want to create into the world, knowing that it is for that greater good. Mm-hmm. Right? And so, when we're looking at all of the cards and how they're coming through and they're talking about this protection and the sovereignty and, this new generation coming in and that kind of energy, it's like what is going to rescue us is not all of these external things. It's really coming home to ourselves and being able to own that and honor that. That's what's going to move us forward. And that's so much to that Lyran energy, right? And you bring in that Pleiadian energy, which is so much of that love energy, mm-hmm. right? And we bring those forward and we move in that, right? I love that to be the Gemini two pieces, right? Of that, that sovereignty and that love, because then we're always going to operate in a way that is both true to us and beneficial to the whole.
Yeah. Beautiful. And so the next one that I got is actually a deck called, it's Star Dragons. It's a new one for me. I thought I'd share.
Ooh.
So it's called Star Dragons by Paolo Barbieri. Sorry, Paolo. Barbieri. Paolo Barbieri. My apologies, Paolo, if you're ever seeing this. Okay, so... I
love it.
Just butchered his name. Unintentionally. Okay, so the card that I got, and it's quite interesting compared to what we've been looking at. So it's Legacy mm-hmm. and Persistence. So we were just talking about Lyran Legacy. Jen's book, just for those of you that don't know. And Persistence. So here's the here's the card. You can see that it's a little bit darker in color. And so I feel as though this is really about, we have to be persistent because we are building a new legacy in the galaxy and on Earth. And that's what that feels like for me. It feels very and it goes with this strength and the sovereignty and, unconditional love, all of that. So persistence, because we are building a legacy here. I think we should say hello to a few people because we've got quite a few coming in.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
So, hello, everybody. Let me go back a bit. So we have Too Cute to Poot.
Hello.
Hello. And I have a star on yours, so we got your question. And then we have Leah. Hey, Leah. Welcome. Let's see. And then we've got, Leah has this comment. Our shadows are not so scary while embracing our true nature. Yes, exactly.
Absolutely.
And we have Laura.
Hello.
Hello, Laura. Welcome. We have Kiara. Welcome, Kiara.
Thanks
to have you. And we have Valerie. Welcome. Great to see you all. And we have Interdimensional Institute.
Amazing. Interdimensional Institute. Hello. Thanks for joining us.
It does go with your statement. Yes, definitely.
Awesome. So we're just doing a collective right now, but if you have any questions that you want, we will do a few. So I know there's a couple already starred in there, but go ahead and
if you do have them, put them in.
Yep. Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah. And be persistent. We're building a legacy in the galaxy.
We are. And it is built on Thoth, cosmic intelligence.
There we go.
Right? Timeless wisdom and divine records, which again, that's such a beautiful thing, right? You're talking about that Lyran energy. It is that cosmic wisdom energy that's there. All of this is flowing so beautifully together. And just take a moment, because this is the Priestess Oracle, and I love these cards. And you can see, again, the light language that's in there. So just take a moment with that activation as well, because it's such a powerful thing. And this cosmic wisdom wants to come down, like it wants to be experienced, and it wants us to embrace that and move forward with it. So yeah, give yourself a moment to sit in that energy. And
absolutely. So we have a question here from Laura saying, ancient starseed reading for the collective. It's a galactic reading for the collective. So of course there'll be some ancient wisdom in there, and but it's also current, not just ancient. And
that's
so
parallel timelines as opposed to past.
Yes.
Or parallel lifetimes rather, as opposed to past.
Okay. You feel like you're in the car with me? Oh, cool. Hi. Where are we going? Sorry. Leah says she feels like I'm in the car with us. Okay, so the next one is You Are Good Enough, full moon in Virgo. So, there's a lot of density here right now, and a lot of people are feeling like maybe we're not good enough to join the Federation. Well, we are, right? They want us to. We just have to clean up our thoughts and start making decisions out of love. Basically, they can read our thoughts. So we have to clean up our thoughts, first of all. And I don't mean like from, adult content. What I mean is...
I'm sorry, I'm just like... and the way you were like...
I think I have company. They're a little bit.
Well, I know the Pleiadians are here because I was not able to stop laughing earlier.
Yeah. It is the Pleiadians. So they required the emphasis on clean up your thoughts.
I got the blessings card. Blessings. Blessings are gifts from the universe. Receive and share them. And that is such a beautiful thing for us to remember too, right? Because we want to receive them, but also we do need to share them around. And sometimes those blessings are beautiful thoughts that we have that we share. I'm going to go back to fanning myself with this card for a minute.
The Pleiadians are from the Pleiades star system.
Mm-hmm.
7 sisters, the stars.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, that was it. Okay, guys, you guys need to slow down. They're like, pew, 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 pew. Okay. Were you finished? Sorry.
I guess so. I don't know.
What was the card?
I don't know. Just keep going and we'll figure it out.
Okay. So I pulled some from the liquid crystal deck and 2 came out, and I know why now. So one is the universal mind, which was what I was laughing about. That's why we have to clean up our thoughts, because we have a universal mind. And then the second one was laughter. So now if we look at the cards, right, for the crystals, it's amber and clear calcite, which is, I think, known as the, I think that's also known as the TV calcite, that clear calcite, because you can see through it. So anyway, this is why I was
TV. Okay.
It's like see-through, like a TV. You sometimes will find them, they're like square, so they call them TV. Yeah.
Gotcha.
What's this?
What's what?
Are they 7 because they got all busted up?
Oh, like
The stars.
No. No, they are actually, and there's actually more than 7, but 7 is what we can see with the eye, so we call them the 7 sisters, but there's more than 7.
I don't know whether I'm talking about the Pleiadians, but can I see Kiara's question? Did I see Kiara's question? I don't know. Did I see Kiara's question?
Did we miss it?
Oh, yes. Okay. No, I've got it starred. Yeah, so we will do that. Thank you. We have it starred.
Okay. Okay.
Awesome.
Cool. I don't know where we are. I got initiation experience or initiatory experience. Your current situation is initiating your gifts. And this is so true, right? We talk about like all of this, the galactic remembering, these energies that are coming through, even the very first card that Tanys had pulled, right? That bridging energy, that ability to bring that together, right? That galactic energy, that initiatory energy. And we are being initiated again. We've got that Thoth, right? That divine wisdom that is coming through, and we are being initiated into that energy.
Yes.
Should we do the readings now for people? I feel like
I'm being pulled in so many different directions. Okay, well, I have 3 cards for this one, and then I have one more deck, and then we'll do we're still doing the group reading here, guys, so bear with me. Okay, so we've got, we have I picked these cards, and then I'm like, why am I picking 3? And they're like, because we're all here. So they wanted us to,
well, they are, but that's
they wanted to be known. So we've got hybrid, blue avian, and Octurian, and we've already covered the Pleiadians. So yes, I know. Okay, so Ragus is wanting to make sure he's known. So he's the Octurian. He's one of my Octurian guides. Thank you, Kiara. We appreciate your patience. So the words that are on here: release, expansion, and creativity, and they want that order. So we have to release some stuff so that we can expand and become creator beings. I mean, we sort of already are creator beings, right? But we just don't step into our full creative force. And so that's what we need to do. It's kind of like a roadmap, right? Release, expansion, and creativity.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, and so, yeah. Okay. So hybrid, right? I think that, when we look at that hybrid energy, we all have hybrid energy, especially when we have these galactic pasts. This is all part of who and what we are in this lifetime and what it is that we're meant to be bringing through energetically as well, and what we're meant to step into. So there's that. And then the blue ray energy is that deep sensitivity to the energy and the emotions and the feelings and all of that. So you think about how many of us, I'm going to raise my hand right here before I even say it, right, often can feel that overwhelm from the chaotic energy in the environments, right? That strong desire to help others, to heal and to grow, that ability to transmute the energy, right, into those loving vibrations. That is the way that blue ray energy is showing up for us right now. And so it's really neat to see, like, it's almost like they're going, yo, y'all, you're hybrids. These are the things that you're experiencing. Yeah. Right? And then it was Arcturian, right? Was the last card?
Yep. Like hybrid, blue avian, Arcturian.
Right? So new techniques and technologies to help solve complex problems, mentoring, leadership, building systems to communicate on that higher level. Like, it was almost like they just gave us a little journey as to, like, where we're at, what we're doing, and what we're bringing forward, and how to actually handle that energy. So that was really cool that those three came out together.
It is cool. Very nice.
I think I have a card here somewhere too. Oh, there it is.
I have the perfect for the end of it.
The beauty way.
Oh.
Right? And the beauty way is, again, it's, and in the book she talks about, like, it's not the idea of like, oh, that's pretty. Pretty is like so superficial and all that. It's like beauty, and beauty in all things, even beauty in the difficult things, being able to see beauty in all parts of the process. And I think that's a big piece too of the energy that we're being called to bring forward, because there's a lot of stuff happening that it's not pretty, but there is a beauty in the breaking down of things as well, because of what that makes space for.
Well, and I always love your analogy with the butterfly, how it has to break down into goo before it can become the beautiful butterfly, right? Mm-hmm. So we're kind of there. We're kind of doing that right now. And so this is, I believe, do you have another card after or no?
I have one more after.
Do you? Okay. Well, then maybe you should go first.
Oh.
Trust me.
I got together. Right? So again, we're talking Pleiades, and we're talking about like Pleiadian stars, right? And this is the aquamarine star. It's all about expression. I express my intuition with self-confidence and love. So again, we've got all these things coming through, all these blessings, being able to see the beautiful way, allowing that initiation energy to open us to that divine knowledge, recognizing that we are hybrid energy, that we are moving through and learning how to navigate this deep connection to the energies around us. And here we're getting to a place of expression, right? As we heal that, we are then able to express that healing, that growth, that understanding, and being able to then live that in our experience.
Beautiful. This is why it was the perfect card for the end, because it says the end is also the beginning. So the end of our card reading for now, for the collective, is also the beginning of the next. It's also sorry. But it's also the same for our world, right? Mm-hmm. As things end, we are bringing in a new beginning, a new way of living, a new way of seeing the world, a new way of seeing ourselves and each other. So we're bringing in new beginnings. And to do that, we have to have an ending. We have to, let go of those things and clean up our thoughts and let that go, right? And start making decisions out of love, because that's really, truly where we...
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's, it's so fascinating too, because, we were talking about like that breaking down, like that end is a new beginning. And so the more that we can sit in that new beginning energy, the more we recognize that ends are never actually endings.
Mm-hmm.
And beginnings actually aren't really beginnings, but it's all just
transition. It's transformation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yes. Ooh, I like that. The solution and the problem begin at the same point. Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we have some. Oh, thank you, Leah.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. All right, we got questions, yeah?
We do. We
Okay.
do. Okay. So just to refresh, I have Maru, I have Too Cute to Poot, I have Kiara, and Valerie. Those are the questions that I have, and we're going to be moving forward to those questions. So these are more individual questions related. So I'm going to just intuitively pick a deck for each one. And I think I know the first one to do. So I'm going to use Lisa Thompson's deck. I forget what it's called now. Galactic Wisdom of the Galactics. There it is. Wisdom of the Galactics. For Maru's. So here is Maru's question. Where are my guides from? They're telling me that I need to pick 5 of these, so we'll see what comes out. So
right.
Lots of them.
Yeah, I was gonna pull out her deck too, but you got it. And if you're gonna do all 5, then go for it.
Yeah, they're doing them. Oh, okay, apparently we're doing 6. Maybe there's a repeat in here, but there's a message with it. Okay, let's see. Yep, that is what it is. Okay, so actually you have 4. Who are you laughing at?
Keep going.
Okay, so we have 4. Are you laughing at the ETs or at me?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
A little bit of both.
Very good. So I have Andromedan, Maru. So justice and peace. And so to me, I think what I'm getting there is I feel as though you're a real, you champion peace. Do you know what I mean? Like you really want to step into that peacekeeper role and keep the peace between people. And I think that is where you get this from, is the Andromedans. They're helping you with that peace. Then you got Pleiadian for compassion, because that's where your compassion. I think that you have past lives here too, at least in those 2. And then Vegan, introspection. So you're very introspect, right? I think that these are the guides, but the personality traits are ones that you carry, is what I'm getting. Okay. And then you have 2 Agarthan. 2 Agarthan. This may be the same guide, but then if I look at it, one's female, one's male, so you may have one of each. Okay. And it's community and nature. So I think those are things that make you thrive. Is that? So yes, that's what I have for you.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. You got a couple more. Sorry.
Oh, there you go.
They were like, actually pull from the Divine Masters. And the Divine Masters is not all galactic. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to pull from it. I got 2 galactic cards. So that's why I did the laugh. Because I was like, okay, you guys are just, I got Lady Venus, so Venusian. Yeah. Light activation, call to action, power surge, and Earth mission, right? So that mission to bring love to Earth, which is so in line with what Tanys was telling you with the other cards that were there. Yeah. And then I got the blue beings, light transmission, wounds healed, important information, charging up. And I was like, okay, very cool. And then I thought, okay, with the wounds healed and stuff like that, give me one more just to kind of clarify. This one is not galactic, but I got the Lady Portia, overcoming limitations. So karmic release, let go of the need to be right. Right. So that energy piece. And when we're helping others, I think we can kind of get in that place of like, but this is how you need to be, helped and all of that. So being able to, hold that space to, as we've said so many times, support, not save. Right. And be able to be in that space of, I'm going to support you, but you still have to be the one to do the things. And that also helps you to reclaim your energy. So you can just give that love and allow for that healing, but in a way that is still sustainable within you. Okay?
Yeah. So you've got quite a little group there.
Yeah, some meditating to do to connect with these energies.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm getting a name for you. I'm not sure which one. Arania. Arania is the name that I'm getting. So you can meditate with that, Maru, and ask them. I feel like it might be Pleiadian, but Arania. That's her name. One of them. I don't know. I just heard the name and was told to give it to you. So there we go. All right. Are you getting something else, Jen?
No. I'm just listening until we're ready for the next one.
Ready. Hello, and thanks for coming on tonight. I've been drawn to Lyrans and Syrians. Would there be any insight or message around this? Yes.
That's so informative. Yes, there is. Come on back next time and we'll
I'll elaborate. It's okay. I'll give you what I'm getting. You have other lifetimes in Lyra and Sirius, and it's a Sirius B lifetime is what I'm getting. And so those are ones to feel into all of their traits and all of that, because you would be what would be called a starseed, and Lyran and Syrian starseed. So I think there may be more than just two, but that is why you're getting those as your thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So tap into, the traits, right? So for that Lyran energy, that spiritual wisdom, understanding about transformation, right? The Lyran energy is very grounded in that transformative energy, compassionate leaders, that intuitive and connected to the cosmic energy. So spend some time doing meditation to connect with those energies. I really need to get that compendium out. I will. Natural guides and healers when it comes to inner struggle, right? So if you're feeling like, oh my goodness, I'm in it, tap into that and really sit with it and go, okay, what is it that I'm meant to take from this? Because that transformative power is that Lyran power that you are probably meant to be bringing forward into your experience here. And it's the same thing when we look at the Syrian energy in terms of that deeply spiritual and connected to the higher realms, right? So there is that higher divine knowledge that you're meant to bring through. And whether that means that you are going to teach or guide or mentor with it, that maybe it's just for yourself, maybe it is for others. But oftentimes when we go through a lot of this stuff and we connect with these energies, we are then eventually meant to share them in some capacity and to hold space for that. And so maybe, do some checking into cosmology or read some metaphysical stuff, right? Really getting into some of the ancient wisdom, because it's going to help connect with that calm serenity that can be there. And that can be there in the midst of really profound strength, because that is that Syrian energy. So what keeps coming through for me is more yes, definitely you can tap into the lifetimes. I find like with the Lyran legacy, as Tanys and I have shared about, is that we have found that tapping into that lifetime has helped us to be able to bring some of those energies forward into this lifetime. And so that can be really helpful. But the other side of it is to really sit and meditate with the energies that resonate for you, that you want to bring forward, that are also that Lyran and Syrian energy. And that might actually bring that forward and bring memories as well. So that's what they're telling me.
Cool. And they wanted me to pick 3 cards for you as well. So we've got Vegan, meditation, Orion, inspiration, and Syrian, joy. So in order to get to joy, meditation will bring you inspiration that will help you to create joy. And you may have other lifetimes, Vegan and Orion lifetimes as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be what we have for you there.
Yeah, I've got 2 from this one too, and it's interesting, right? Because the energies, the way that they all come together, it's really quite beautiful. I got the Moon's Whisper. It says, "Listen to the quiet guidance within. The answers you seek are already with you." Right. So again, that not knowing what to ask, but recognizing you feel a connection to that energy. It's because it's in you. And it wants to be able to be discovered, remembered, unfolding. And then I got the Starfall. Miracles are falling into your life like stardust. Be ready to catch them. Okay. And I do have to say, even with everything in terms of what came through with the memories of that, there is that miracle kind of energy to be able to go, makes so much sense. So much of the things that I have been through or experiencing or, have just been kind of off feeling about, like, wow, it all makes sense. And that's a beautiful miracle to have.
Absolutely. Wonderful. Thank you for that. And next we have Kira. I'm so lost right now. I could use a message or direction you might get for me. I've been fighting pretty bad depression from my situation lately. Okay, so I have, I feel like you're going through a big download of stuff. You're really clearing, and that's part of what this release is about. So, that persistence card is coming back for me. The persistence, they're showing me this one again. That persistence, we're building a legacy. So just stick with it, because that is what's happening. Okay, Chamber of Transformation. Okay, so that's confirmation, what I was just saying, okay? Mm-hmm. You're going through this transformation, and sometimes when we go through transformations, the denser stuff comes up because it needs to come up to clear. And so we do fight depression or anxiety or whatever those things are that are deep-seated for you, and allowing them to come up and actually sit with them and then release them. That's where you're going to find the release for that. Now, of course, this is not medical advice. So if you are really struggling, please see your medical practitioner, okay? Or psychologist, counselor, psychotherapist, Jen. I think some of what you're going through is ancestral healing as well. So there's some ancestral stuff coming up for you. So it's not all yours too.
Yeah.
So don't take on everybody else's energy around you. I feel like there's a part of it that is like your family stuff from that card, and that's not your responsibility, right? We can work through the healing part that we're connected to, but sometimes we just need to disconnect from that. Yeah, because that's going to bring you deeper than before. The more you can sort of connect and do that, that's what this whole download or transformation is coming up for. So, you're not alone, Kira, okay? And know that this too shall pass, but stick with the process and release the emotions, release the tears, process the energy. And if it gets bad, please look for help. Okay? Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. It's interesting, when we talk about depression, like it literally is that feeling pressed, feeling that weight, feeling that heaviness. And it's very easy for the mind to get caught up in the narratives of what that is. And so the first card I have for you is about cognitive diffusion. It's about releasing the mind. It's the detachment card, right? And the detachment card says, as the sky watcher, thoughts can move while you remain steady. Storm clouds may gather, but the sky is never harmed. You are the sky. Right? And we have to remember that, especially when we're fighting these thoughts and these feelings as they come through. And so, the shadow whisper here says, if this thought is here, something is wrong, right? That really getting caught up in being connected and deeply connected to the narratives that are showing up for us. And the self-check is, can this thought be present without me reacting to it, without me getting caught up in it? And then let the thought pass through you as you move with intention, right? That ability to, step into the energy of what you want to bring forward into your experience. And how do I move towards that even when I'm feeling this heaviness, right? Because when we're in it, everything feels sluggish. It's hard to make that move. And yet it's such an important piece. The next card I got for you is a present moment card, right? And I know it's hard to be in the present moment when we're in that space, right? But it's the listening card. And it says, as the grounded mystic, you meet others with undivided attention. Presence is an offering. Listening is connection. And that's for yourself too. Mm-hmm. The card talks about others, but it really is about ourselves and holding that space for ourselves. And so, the shadow whisper here is, I already know what they are going to say, but we have to do that with our brain, right? We have to be like, I know, brain, I know what you're going to say here. I already know what you're going to say. And then we take a step back and go, wait a minute. I get to tell you what to think. You don't get to think and dictate that for me. Right? And that's where we really get that shift in energy. And we are able to step into that transformative place. So the two other cards I have for you here, I've got Emerald Tablet, which is alchemy. It's universal love and conscious creation. And I got the High Council of Light, Ascended Masters, Divine Leadership, and Collaborative Purpose. And sometimes our lows are there to open us to the next step of what it is that we are meant to step into. And as we step out of them, this is that whole thing about, sorry, they're just telling me, anyway, there's this whole, our shadows are there to awaken us to our genius. And the more that we are able to understand them, not get stuck in them, but truly understand the patterns of them, the more our genius is able to come through. And in that moment, everything opens. And it doesn't mean that it goes away. It doesn't mean that we don't feel the feelings anymore, but the feelings just don't have the same amount of power or weight over us because we understand what we're meant to be going through and how we're meant to get through it. And I think that is the wisdom that is trying to come through for you in these cards. So again, take a look at that light language that's in there, the activation that's in there, and hold space for that, because that is what is going to actually move that energy for you. And I say for you, but of course, we're doing that within ourselves when we come home to who we really are. And that knowledge helps us to get there. But we have to be able to break the conditioned minds cycling over and over and over again. And I know that is hard, but I also know that you have the absolute ability to step into that universal flow and to allow the things to process through as they need to so that you can move forward into whatever is next for you.
Thank you, Elders Committee.
That was the council coming through. Holy moly.
Yeah. Yeah. I could tell by the look on her face. So there we go. Okay. So no, you're not alone. Okay, Kira, you're not alone. We all need to know that in these times. Mm-hmm. So Valerie, I have a question. I was chatting with a coworker this week about ETs, and suddenly I felt a light a round light above us, and I felt like it was some kind of device, video camera like, that was projecting our conversation someplace where galactic people would watch. But I don't understand the point of this. The point of this is they find us fascinating.
And they find what we think about them fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
And they are watching because they want to see how open we are and how receptive we're going to be. And so whenever there's something that comes up with them, they're like, what's going on? Are these friendlies? Are these not friendlies? What's happening right now?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And yes, and that's why we have to clean up our thoughts. That's what I'm hearing. They're watching.
But what's really interesting is they don't have to show us this. They don't have to let us know that they're watching. So when you say, I don't understand the point of this has nothing to do with the fact that they're watching. We know they're watching. The point of this is that they wanted to let you know that they were there.
Yeah. That's more the point, for sure. Mm-hmm. So we hope that's helpful, Valerie. And you have many, many guides as well, and connections. Laura, she would like a galactic reading. Please. I am going to pick a couple of guides for you from Lisa's deck, and then I'll move into something else, because this is the other piece.
There are so many guides here right now. Like, I really, truly need a fan on me. I'm like, Kevin,
I'm like really dopey right now because I'm trying to listen to like.
I just need to like. Sorry, I'll keep picking cards for you in a second.
And I'm the one that has hot flashes, so you know.
Well,
so we've got.
I think I have those too, but.
Oh, you're too young for that. Okay, so I've got Agarthan for balance.
You're funny.
I'm older than she is, so I get to say that. Okay, so Agarthan for balance. Okay, we have Mantis for divine masculine, and we have Andromedan for peace. So you have connections to all of those. I believe those are. Those are guides. You have Mantis and Andromedan lifetimes, I believe. But you have guides that are Agarthan as well as the ones that we've already talked about, Laura. Yeah. Okay. Now they want a couple of these as well. Okay. Okay, so these are interesting, these ones, because this is two-sided. So I think we have balance. So this is speaking to the balance. Okay, so you need to get balanced in terms of misaligned and aligned. You see there's one side is aligned and one side is misaligned, and then this one is aligned, right? So it's finding your balance because you want to be aligned. And so there's that middle ground that we often sit in.
Mm-hmm.
And so you want to weigh this more towards the aligned part. Okay? And that will help find more balance, because a lot of our outer world is not aligned. So the more we can be aligned, the more we find the balance. Hope that makes sense. That's what I'm getting. Okay, and then there's also the connection and separation. So we live in a world where separation is what they want us to believe. This is the illusion. But we are connected. We are in connection with those here, with those unseen. We are in connection. But we think that we are separated. Okay? So knowing that we are in connection is where you need to focus on that one. And I think that is also that balancing of that idea. Because we do have to live in on Earth, right? So we have this duality thing going on, which is why these cards come in. There's some duality that we have been programmed with.
Right there.
And so the more we can move into knowing we are all connected, the more it will help us to move forward and evolve in all of our stuff. And when I use the word stuff, it's because I stopped talking. Yeah. So that's what I have for you. I hope that's helpful.
Well, I think too, it's interesting with the whole connection separation piece, because connection, right, we have that unity, whereas separation we often think of as that isolation. But I think that there's also times where we need to ebb and flow between the two.
Yeah.
Right. We need to do our inner work, and we need to sometimes step away. And then when we come back in, we can connect on a deeper level. Right. And it is that ebbing and flowing between those energies. Right. So I think that can be a really powerful thing. And no matter where you're at in all of it, presence is really important. Right? Mindfulness, awareness, gratitude, peace isn't a place, it's a practice. Isn't that a good reminder for everybody, right? I know it sure is for me sometimes. It's like, that's right.
Yeah.
And it's interesting, like you got the Agarthan, right? I got Gaia. Right? So it is that earth energy that you're meant to be connecting with. It's resilient spirit, earth connection, stay rooted in trust and faith, and really holding space for that rootedness while you're connecting, right? To allow, again, that there's two realms, right? You got both of those cards of like being in two realms. It is that kind of energy that we're looking at. And then I've got from the Priestess deck, I've got the Wasp Scepter and Anubis. So Anubis is transitions, divine protection, and safe passage, right? So as you're working on these things, know that you are protected. There is safe passage for you to do that work. And then the Wasp Scepter, which is divine authority, strength, and energetic mastery, right? And know that that's the journey that you're stepping into. Is that energy that's coming forward for you, and learning how to wield that in a way that is in flow and connection and for the greater good. And then I got the Cosmic Flame. It says, ignite your inner fire. Your passions are the spark to manifest your desires. Right? And so with all of these things that are coming through for you right now, it's really about that. It's okay. It's time. Step into it. Allow yourself to make the connections, to feel the energy, to bring them forward. And again, with that idea of the galactics and the bridging that we started with at the very beginning of the show, right? We are being called now more than ever to be the bridge of this energy. And each of us are in our own way with the experiences that we're having. And so, this reading, from what I see, is very much that energy that you're here to bridge that and to allow yourself to truly be present so that those energies can come into you and through you.
And they wanted me to give you this one as well. Transcendence, achieving success. That's from the Star Dragons again. Transcendence, achieving success. So you're on the right track. All righty. So this is our last question, as far as I can tell.
Leah, you're awesome.
But she wants it specifically for her dirty thoughts.
All right.
So
you guys tell me. I don't know. Hold on.
Let's see. Our pleasure, Laura. Bring love into the situation.
We'll get there.
A win-win outcome is forecast. Well, that's encouraging. So meditate and contemplate.
Mm-hmm.
That will help you clear your mind and clean up your thoughts. And then one more here. Oh, the end is also the beginning. You got that one again. So
They spiraling on you?
I think so. I think she's got some spiraling thoughts going on.
Oh gosh.
I think Laura's got her Pleiadians with her. She says she can't stop laughing.
Yeah. So I laughed, literally laugh out loud, because the first card I pulled, Leah, salt water. Salt baths are ocean time. It's some cleansing time. That's
Cleansing.
which definitely made me laugh. And then of the other deck, I got the cognitive diffusion card, right? That ability to separate from our thoughts, not let them have any kind of control. And I got the reframing card. So you need to reframe those dirty thoughts.
Yeah.
As a sky watcher, you
Cleaning them
shape.
up.
No, this is like, as the sky watcher, you shape the meaning you give each experience. The same event can carry different significance, and a new frame can reveal hidden strength. So I'm telling you, if the dirty thought gives you the strength, go for it. If it doesn't, let's reframe that and see what else can be brought forward.
Yes.
Because I also got the Isis card, which is magic, divine sovereignty, and transformation. Right? So if it is lighting you up, then there you go. If it needs to be transformed, the power is there for you to do so. And then I got the Aurora's gift. Your light is unique. Shine boldly and blessings will follow.
There you go.
So there you go.
Absolutely.
That salt water, though, just cracked me up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, how are you all doing tonight? Now that we've had quite the odd.
I don't know, but
Then hot.
come right back on to. There's so many of them in here today.
There are. Yeah. They all came in to talk to you guys this galactic format. So
Some great.
yeah, we might have to do this again.
Coming through though, like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, that was fun, guys. Thank you so much for being with us and for letting all your guides come in and talk to us, even though I'm like sweating. It's awesome to be in that energy.
It is. It's very playful. So thank you all for joining us and for, letting us sit with your energy and your guides.
Mm-hmm.
Final thought, Jen?
Just find joy. It's all like they're laughing. They're just in this place of joyful mirth and letting us know that we can be in that. Even in the midst of other things, we can still tap that energy, and they want us to. They want to help us experience that. So tap in, let yourself sit in that for a little bit, break up the energy with that laughter and allow it to just cleanse whatever needs cleansing.
So my thought, the thing they keep coming in with, clean up your thoughts. Clean up your thoughts.
And laughter can definitely do that.
They sing to me all the time, so I end up humming all the time. So yeah, that's what they do. So, and when they say that, they're not just talking dirty thoughts. They're talking about, clean up the density, the darker thoughts. Yeah. Right? We're joking about the other, but it's really about cleaning up the denser, the thoughts that keep us mired.
Weigh us down, that hold us in the repetitive patterns, things that keep us in that victim place, that keep us feeling powerless, all of that.
Yeah, absolutely. So with that, lead with love, and we will see you next time.